Hey guys, I want to talk about what I believe are 5 ways you can jumpstart your tech career in 2021. So I've been in tech long enough now to know what's worked for me as far as growing my career as a network engineer. And I get that everyone's different and everyone's road is different. But just looking at the world now in 2021 and looking back at what's worked for me, I want to share with you 5 things that I believe can help you this year take your career in tech to the next level. So, number 1, start reading blogs. Almost every day when you have some free time, you need to be reading some good tech blogs. And I don't mean the latest clickbait blog post or some article on something that you already know. I mean, you should find some great tech blogs relevant to your specific field, like networking, programming, cloud, security, whatever, and then find the best blogs in that space, and then maybe even expand a little outside your specific field too. And don't get hung up on how well they're written. I used to be an English teacher almost 20 years ago, so I do notice when something isn't written very well. But unless you're talking about, writing that is completely unable to be understood, when you find good technical content, just subscribe to the blog and make time to read it. Textbooks are definitely valuable, but good technical blogs will have really up-to-date content, as in maybe you're reading about a technical solution someone found literally that morning. That's content you can't find anywhere else. So find a few bloggers that you like, make time to read a few posts every week. You're gonna get such an education from that, it's unbelievable. Which of course is gonna make you better at your job, more in touch with the industry as a whole, and of course, way more competitive on the job market. Number 2, improve your web presence. So many people have started working from home in 2020, it's crazy. And a whole lot of those people will stay working from home now into 2021. So I want you to think about it. That means the network, the people network that we used to build at the office, including hiring managers, human resources people, a lot of those gatekeepers to that first interview are probably sitting at home in their pajamas and bunny slippers in front of their computers screening resumes from there. And all they have for you, everything they might know about you, is a black and white PDF of bullet points on their computer screen. Now, I've been in that position before, screening applicants for a tech position. And one of the first things I did when looking at a resume for the first time was just look up the person online. So I look at their LinkedIn page, their Facebook page, Twitter, GitHub, personal website, YouTube, whatever. And that's not anything new, right? But in 2021, having a strong and polished web presence is going to be that much more important now that the only interaction that you're going to have to wow anyone in an interview is probably over Zoom. So having that strong web presence establishes you as someone to take seriously, someone with ambition and professionalism, even if you're entry level. And it's going to help you be someone people want to hire and make you more valuable to your current employer. So polish up your LinkedIn profile, get a better picture, delete all those questionable tweets, and then start posting some interesting technical content. Maybe something technical that you learned that day, or something interesting that happened at work while you were, installing some switches or something. And make sure you address the whole SEO thing. So try to include a picture when you can, or even better, a very, very short video. In 2021, your online presence is your resume, probably more than your actual resume. Number 3, get familiar with public cloud. If you're already working on that next Cisco or VMware cert or eyeball deep in Python training, don't abandon that to go learn AWS. Stay on track with your professional development. But now in 2021, public cloud is not some upcoming new technology. It's the way we do IT now, and it's just another part of being an engineer. So take some time to get familiar with the technical components of public cloud providers like AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, maybe even Oracle Cloud. And if you're already working on an intense professional development plan, maybe all this means that you take a little bit of time here and there to go watch some YouTube videos. But if you're not working on anything else, go get some training in AWS and Azure. Now, AWS has the most market share by quite a bit, so in my opinion, that should be a priority. But I have worked quite a bit with Azure as well, so really, as long as you're getting familiar with this stuff from an architecture and technical level, you're gonna set yourself up for a great 2021. Number 4, start a blog. So now that you're reading blog posts and seeing what people are saying out there, start your own and share your own experiences and ideas. This is different than tweeting or short LinkedIn posts. This is where you can really expand on your ideas and showcase a little bit about your personality too. And I'm telling you right now, this is a big deal if you're trying to jumpstart your career. More than once, I had someone mention my own blog, which isn't even very good, in an interview process. And one time I was interviewing with a company that didn't bother with the technical portion because somebody there already read my blogs and they were satisfied with that. And don't worry about writing a masterpiece, just get some thoughts out there. Be yourself, keep it kind of short, maybe less than 1,000 words, and have someone read it once through before you publish. Everyone's different, so figure out the process that works for you. Number 5, and this one's kind of weird, figure out a way to not be scared of risk and new things. Let me explain what I mean. I've turned down a few really good opportunities in the last 15 years because I was scared that I wasn't skilled enough for the task. Basically, I just assumed I was going to fail, so I didn't go for it. Now, when I say this, you have to understand that I walked away from a few opportunities that were almost given to me. I'm not talking about hypotheticals here either. One time I was in the middle of a long interview process and getting pretty close to the end, and the feedback at that point was all really, really good. All I had left was a call with the manager who ran post-sales for the region. So we had that call, and he was pretty transparent. He told me that he was really just meeting me to get to know me because he already decided to recommend me for the job. It was a lot of money, and it was working on some serious engineering projects. And after my call with that engineering manager, I called HR and politely informed them that I wouldn't be continuing in the interview process. I really regret that decision, and I know that in the grand scheme, so many other things have come my way, so it's not like it was a decision that ruined my life. But the fact is that I walked away out of pure fear, and that really bothers me today. I've worked on some really big networking projects since then, but honestly, that particular position would have exposed me to another world of networking. Somehow, find a way to deal with that fear when you're faced with an opportunity that you think you're not ready for. Maybe it's not a job, but it's an invitation to speak at a conference. Or maybe it's to be the point person on your company's most high-profile project. If you get an opportunity like that, say yes. Jump in with both feet and then work your butt off. Like I said earlier, I get that everyone's different, everyone's path is different. But I hope these few things that I've learned over the years help you take your career in tech to the next level in 2021.